originates from a kangaroo shooter, and he contacted me at the office and asked if he could talk to me about a few concerns he has. I said to him, well, look, this is very interesting and important information you're telling us, but I need to see what you're describing for myself. He said, okay, well, come out and I'll take you out on the road. The extraordinary thing is that these chillers are old shipping containers, rejected shipping containers, and they're in the middle of the outback, 300 or 400 kilometres from the nearest town. A lot of shooters use the same chiller, so they'll come and go all through the night and through the morning in stinking heat in the outback where blowflies are everywhere, and they're opening and closing this chiller with the heat pouring in, with blowflies buzzing around everywhere, and there's no way you're going to get every blowfly out before you close those doors again. So you have this absolute, what would you call it? You'd call it a sort of a slowly boiling pot of incubating diseases.
These carcasses have been in here for 12 days.
What became clear to me as we went from chiller to chiller was that it just was so obvious that for an export meat industry and the standards of export, the standards that must be in place by the regulations of the Australian Quarantine Inspection Service and the government and the importers, it was clear to me that there is no way in the whole wide world that the kangaroo meat industry for human consumption could ever possibly meet those standards. We realised that we needed to go and tell the importers what's going on. What Russia did was that they decided to do a test of their own, and so they tested a container of meat, kangaroo meat, that arrived in Vladivostok, and they found E. coli, salmonella, feces, rotting meat, and antibiotic spray. Rather shocking. They then immediately banned 70% of their imports into Russia, and then the crisis began.
What should have really occurred in the kangaroo industry once the idea came around to market them for human consumption is to have, for shooters to have trucks that are refrigerated. That's something that should have occurred at the outset, but the industry has grown and grown and grown, and now it's sort of too expensive to do.
I applaud Russia for banning it. Who wants to eat contaminated meat? Just walking into a pub or a cafe, to buy a bit of kangaroo meat, that's there. I feel that's very offensive. It's offensive to tradition. It's offensive to the kangaroo who gave up its life.
What's happening is that there's been a very good spin run by industry and the government to say that it's an environmentally friendly and positive thing to do to eat our native animals.
Consumers should be aware that it has probably more pathogens than would be permissible in any meat coming to the supermarket shelves.
We've pointed that out to the Woolworths and Coles, and they've taken it seriously. And there have been a couple of times when they've pulled the meat off the shelves, but it's gone back again.
The government here has a responsibility to take it seriously, and it chooses to pretend that these issues don't exist. And that's, I mean, there should be an outcry about that. You know, what other industry do you let meat be exposed for 8 hours in heat and then say that it's okay to eat? You know,
what's quite puzzling is that I've just recently spent some time with 2 kangaroo shooters who are actually still shooting kangaroos who've got serious issues. But when I asked them, so do you eat kangaroo meat? And they said, no, I wouldn't eat any of that stuff. I wouldn't. There's no way. I certainly would not eat anything that comes out of those chillers. It's disgusting.